guys, how's it going? It's Jewel Tolentino here, and in this video, I'm going to share the pros and cons of dropshipping. So if you are new to dropshipping, or if you are experienced with dropshipping, I'm going to share with you guys what's good and bad about it, because there's always good and bad to almost everything. So I'm here on my Facebook page, my profile page, and I just wanted to say hello. And feel free to add me as a friend or message me and say that you watched this video. I love hearing from you guys all around the world. All right, so let's get into the pros and cons of dropshipping. And I myself started dropshipping at the end of 2013, probably November 2013. And I went really hard into dropshipping, and then I've actually moved on to selling on Amazon, selling products on Amazon. So, but I'm going to share with you my experience, the pros and cons of dropshipping, and that will hopefully help you decide to get into it or to learn more. But I just wanted to share my knowledge with you guys. All right, so definite pros of dropshipping is 1, you don't need to house the product. You don't need to house or buy the product beforehand. So this is really cool because a lot of people think that you need to buy the item beforehand and then, try and sell it on eBay. How it works is you are listing things on eBay from a different site, and when it sells, then you go to that other site and purchase the product. So you don't need to house or buy the product beforehand. You don't even need to touch the product with dropshipping. That's the cool thing. So 2, you can do this anywhere where you have a computer and Wi-Fi access. So you can do this online anywhere. I've done this when I'm on vacation, when I'm on different trips. You don't need to be at home. Basically, you need to have an internet connection, have your eBay account, be able to sign in it, and there you go. 3, you don't need to be you don't need to have much experience. You don't need much experience. This by far has been the easiest business venture that I've ever gotten into. And I've learned how to create websites, do graphics, video editing, search engine optimization, all this techie stuff. And this was the easiest doing dropshipping, because basically what you're doing is copying and pasting product information from one site to the other. And you're really not even you don't need to write the description yourself. You need to tweak it a bit. But basically you're just copying and pasting information. So you seriously don't need much experience. And I've seen all different types of people doing dropshipping. People who are parents who have little computer knowledge, young people, old people. I myself, I'm in my 20s, and I do have a lot of computer experience, but I've seen people who don't have very much at all do really well. All right, so number 4 is you can sell almost anything. So the cool thing is, because you don't need to own the product or anything, whatever people are using on people are selling on Amazon, you could copy over and paste on eBay and sell that. So I've sold, fireplaces, and I didn't actually have to buy that or know much knowledge about that. I've sold a metal detector, appliances in the kitchen. So you can literally sell almost anything, and you don't need to have the product. And number 5, there's no upfront costs to get this started. So basically what you need is you need an eBay account, which is free. You need an Amazon account, which is free. You need a PayPal account, which is free. And the only money that I used upfront costs was to actually pay for training to learn how to do this drop shipping stuff. I was, I didn't learn this by myself. I actually did pay for training. The training was really cheap. It was like $20 a month. And I was selling items within the first 2 days of listing. So I watched the training, and then 2 days later, I was listing things, and then I sold my first item. So the cool thing is, it's a business that you can start up with virtually no money. So that is definitely an awesome pro. Okay, so let's move on to the cons. So the things that aren't that amazing about it. So number 1, if you're a new seller and you're selling on eBay, there may be a 21-day hold on your money. So there may be a 21-day hold on your money, and that is from PayPal because they want to know that you're a legitimate seller and that you're not scamming anyone, so they will hold your money for 21 days. And it happened to me as well. They held my money for 21 days for about a 2 to 3 month period. I'm not sure exactly how long it is for each person. Some people don't have this at all, but I did because it was my first time selling on eBay. So when you have that 21-day hold, don't freak out. It's a little bit of a bummer because they're holding the money, but the money is still yours. And after 21 days, you get a message saying that, the money has been released into your account, and then you can use it and, deposit it into your bank account and use it for whatever. So yes, there is a 21-day hold, but the money is still yours. So don't freak out if they have a hold on it. 2 is there may be a selling limit on eBay. Selling limit on eBay. So what do I mean by that? So when I first started selling, I had a 10 item limit. So I could only list 10 items per month. And you might think, what? That's so, it's 10 items. It's not very many. Well, here's the cool thing. I listed about 3 or 4 items when I first started, and I sold my very first item the second day that I did that. So even with listing 3 to 4 items, I was still able to sell and make a profit. And eBay has this selling limit. Again, it's to protect their customers. They want to make sure that A, you can handle volume, and that B, you're not scamming people. So they want to know that you're going to complete the order, sell, and provide the customer with the item that they bought, and not just take the money and run with it. So that also, I had a selling limit, and that also got lifted as well the more you sell on eBay. All right, and the last con that I would say about drop shipping is the number of items that you are listing. So I'll give you an example. So let's say you're selling something on Amazon, but then the product runs out on Amazon, and then you have it listed on eBay, and then you sell it, but then when you go to Amazon to purchase it, to send it to them, they've run out. So Amazon product has run out when you listed it. I had this happen to me a couple of times, and it's kind of a bummer because then you have to either give the refund or wait for more stock to come in. But I've since had a solution to this, as the training that I've learned. They've actually created a software where you can find out how much product an Amazon listing has. So if I see that it has 100 of something, then I know that I'm good, because there's still lots of that product, so I can list it. Whereas if there's 1 or 2 of them available, I'm not going to list it, because then the chances of it running out are quite high. So that, I would say, is a bummer if you don't have the proper software to find out the Amazon product numbers for a specific listing. That kind of sucks when you sell an item and then you don't have it to actually send to them. So overall, those are my pros and cons of dropshipping. Would I still recommend dropshipping? Yes, I would. Despite the cons and stuff like that, I would definitely recommend it. That's how I started selling online, and that's how I've evolved onto Amazon. And I would definitely recommend it if you are someone who's wanting to make extra money on the side, and if you want to start an online business, I would definitely recommend it. Alright guys, well, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please email me. I'll be happy to answer any of them. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.